Hello and welcome to the Scotland forecast from the Met Office. What you've got around lunchtime on Friday you're likely to keep through the rest of the day, and that means mostly cloudy skies across the country. Brightest conditions in the northeast. Here the cloud is a bit higher up, it's a bit more broken, some blue coming through, especially for the Northern Isles, although here showers will come and go through the rest of the afternoon, brought in by a blustery breeze. But for the western side of the country and for the central belt into southern Scotland, large areas of low cloud covering the hills, bringing spots of drizzle, grey, misty and gloomy. Temperatures, well, 8-9 Celsius typically, perhaps 10 degrees where we get a bit of brightness. They're a bit above average for the time of year, but not feeling particularly pleasant under the grey leaden skies. More persistent damp weather into western and then eventually eastern and northern Scotland during Friday evening. That clears through and then it turns more unsettled into the northwest by the start of Saturday, and thicker cloud in general covers the country with a stiffening breeze, and that means of course temperatures won't fall away enough to give a frost. In most places we're looking at 6 or 7 Celsius in the south and the west, 3 or 4 in the northeast as we start off the weekend. But it's more of the same, I'm afraid, on Saturday. If you don't like the weather gloomy outside, well, you won't like this. It's going to be cloudy virtually everywhere. Again, the best of any glimmers of brightness into, say, Moray Coast, Aberdeenshire, but even here there'll be thicker cloud, I think, compared to Friday afternoon, and a lot of low cloud elsewhere. Again, hill fog, drizzle at times, and more persistent rain and wind strengthening into the northwest Highlands and the Outer Hebrides by the end of the afternoon. Temperatures smidge down on Friday, so not feeling particularly pleasant or mild under the cloud in that wind. Into Sunday, and this feature sweeps through. Acting like a sweeping brush, it does help to clear the air, but it also opens the door to much more changeable weather from the Atlantic. Following a largely calm, if rather gloomy week, we're going to see a return to showers, blustery winds, colder air. That weather front will bring a spell of wet weather early Sunday. It's out of the way by the afternoon. Showers push back into western Scotland, and with colder air in place, well, don't be surprised if you see some flakes of snow, even at lower levels in some of the heavier showers. And with that colder air in place, it is going to be a very different feel to the start of next week. We can expect wind at times, rain at times, showers, but also some brighter skies coming through and a cold feel to the weather for the first half of next week before it turns milder later on. And of course, you can keep up to date with all the very latest weather news on social media. Bye-bye.